Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the new Forbidden Unlimited list for the TCG in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's gonna take effect May 21st. That's in exactly a week from now, it being the 14th of May now. So one more week on the current Forbidden Unlimited list, the one from February 5th, and then it's time for this new one. What has changed? Let's take a look. On this first page, you can already see two changes. From Unlimited to Forbidden. Astrograph Sorcerer. The fusion, not really fusion monster, between Stargazer and Timegazer Magician. Which then helps summon Supreme King Zark. A very important monster in the anime, and it's just, okay, goodbye. It's now forbidden, can't be put in any more decks starting a week from now. Also, to Forbidden from Unlimited, Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King. Boss monster of the True Dracos. It's strong, it's good, it's useful, and now it will be forbidden. Let's see what else. Phoenixian Cluster Amaryllis. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure what combo Amaryllis can be used with. I've used it, I guess, before in just some fun decks. But let me know what kind of decks or what kind of combos Amaryllis can be used in that are really useful. Maybe there's like an OTK or a lock that its effect is really useful in. I don't know actually about this one, why this would be forbidden. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Oh, two more. Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom and Ancient Fairy Dragon. Okay, Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, I guess it's a good cover immediately to Forbidden. Let's copy paste that so I can remember exactly what the effect is. Two Dark Pendulum monsters that are weakening some of the Pendulum stuff in some of the Supreme King decks. Don't need Polymerization, that helps, and no any kind of fusion effect either. It's a Supreme King card, it's a Starving Venom card. Can take an opponent's monster effects, piercing damage, can take their name. I guess it can be useful, but I don't necessarily see it yet. But considering Astrograph went to Forbidden as well, there's probably something in that kind of deck with Zark and like the Supreme King dragons and like the 4-dimensional dragons, that somewhere there's a combo in there that's just too powerful. Also, Ancient Fairy Dragon, and I didn't necessarily think this would happen, but at the same time, I did. Ancient Fairy Dragon has quite often been part of combos that require you to reuse field spells, or at least like get new ones. Ancient Fairy Dragon, like if you want to use a certain field spell effect multiple times to do a really cool combo or lock, but it's a once per turn effect, then if you were able to summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, then you can just use that field spell effect, use Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect, destroy that field spell, place a new one, use that effect. I'm not sure if that works on the same one, but at least you can, let's say, play a different field spell that might have a cool effect. You can keep on cycling through your field spells if you can summon multiple Ancient Fairy Dragons. So that combo is locked. Ancient Fairy Dragon also, I believe, allows you an extra summon for the turn. Or at least allows you to special summon a level 4 below monster, which then helps getting combos going. So with the combos that it has been a part of, I can see why Ancient Fairy Dragon would be forbidden now. Is that actually the first of the Cyno Dragons that's forbidden? Livestream is definitely not Stardust, not Red Dragon Archfiend. If anything, Stardust should go. Blackwing Dragon, no, Black Rose and Stardust have been pretty useful in early days, like before Xyzs, they were used pretty regularly. But I guess it's Ancient Fairy Dragon that is the one that gets the big hit. Anything else? New one Forbidden. Two new ones here. Rank of Magic Argent Chaos Force. That is interesting. Okay. So we have a Rank of Magic card. Because like Argent Chaos Force can be reused. I do wonder what kind of combo it is. I've not been in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! As much. I've not played too much in Dueling Book. I've played occasionally. I've been working on other series, but there's school and so many projects I don't want to work on that nothing's really ever gotten finished yet. But I'm making progress. It'll get finished at some point. I just hope it'll be soon, I guess. But I hope that for a lot of things, and school always takes priority. Art and Chaos is used in one of my duels that I hope to have out soon. Like an anime style duel with like dialogue between the characters as well. That should be really interesting. It'll be a rank of magic deck against a dark synchro deck, and not just synchros that are dark attribute, also the dark synchros from the anime. That at least in the anime have negative levels. Use dark tuners. So obviously you don't use the dark tuners. You use tuners that happen to have the dark attribute to sort of make them dark tuners. Another card that's now forbidden from limited was the Grass Looks Greener. It's a useful card to really fill up your graveyard. Obviously, you don't choose what it is, but if your opponent plays a 40 card deck, like most people, and you play a 60 card deck, that's about 20 cards milled immediately. And if you have a deck that just makes really good use of that graveyard setup, then you can make so many plays with it. So it being limited makes sense, it being forbidden, I guess, makes sense as well. No traps, new on forbidden. So those are all the new ones. Quite a few. Let's see what's new on limited. From Forbidden, Dynamite Knight the True Draco Fighter. I guess with True King Draco Slayer going to Forbidden, they can take Dynamite Knight and go a little bit easier on it. So that's now limited. Anything else? Gem Knight Master Diamond. That's new unlimited. Okay, Gem Knight Master Diamond. What else do we have? Firewall Dragon Silver. That makes very much sense. If anything, Firewall Dragon should go to Forbidden and not go back to semi-limited, because considering the combos it can be used in. Chain Strike from semi-limited to limited, so that slightly weakens Chain Burn decks, which I guess the competitive deck that I can easily have the easiest time getting back into the game with is Chain Burn, because you don't really need to change too much about the deck to still stand a good chance. Naturally, in the few years that I didn't play Chain Burn for a while, options changed, and then you had Ryan Yu, who won Dragon Duel World Championship last year with Chamber, and he used quite a few different cards than I used a few years before that. So I updated my deck, like basing myself on his deck, found some new ways to play. Like I didn't just take his deck; I had some of my own ideas. A good amount of his ideas, combined them, added one new thing, and I like how it works. I do like playing Chamber. To semi-limited, Apple Clifford Towers was limited. I guess maybe as a test to have it. It came back to limited. Now it's semi-limited. Clifford's still a lot weaker ever since Master Rule 4 came around with the extra monster zone and the pendulum summons from the extra deck. Just you can't do them as much unless you have a link monster. Clifford do have their own link monster that does cost 2 monsters that have to go to the graveyard, so you can't pendulum summon them again. So it does cost you something. And then also their Ring of Destruction from limited to semi-limited, so you're able to use that more to destroy some things. Let's see, anything from any of the 3 lists before Forbidden Limited, Semi-Limited to Unlimited? Atlantean Dragoons, Granso the Elemental Lord, that's because of an errata. I'm pretty sure that I had an errata. Ignis Heat the True Draco Warrior, Mathematician is back, Grand Mole, Neospatian Grand Mole, and then Compulsory Evacuation Device as well. That's interesting. One of the traps that, when Heavy Storm got forbidden, that was one of the traps that was hit, alongside like Bottomless Trapple, Trench Tribute, a few others. Compulsory Evacuation Device came back now as well. Good amount of mods. Grand Mole is a useful card. I guess I can see why it was limited, but it's not, I think, too useful. Good amount of ways to play around it. Mathematician can be helpful setting up your graveyard, so that will be helpful in the decks that like graveyard setup. Ignis Heat True Draco Warrior likely once again has to do with Draco Slayer going forbidden, so Konami can go easier on Ignis Heat. Grand Chill with an errata can go straight from forbidden to unlimited, and Atlantean Dragoons can now be run F3 again as well after a while of, I think it was a while of semi-limited for it. That was the forbidden and limited list that will take effect next week on the 21st of May. What do you think of this list? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Do you think certain things should have been hit harder? Should have been hit less hard? Please let me know, and also let me know on the few things that I wasn't really sure about why they were hit, like Phoenixian Cluster Amaryllis. If you know of a combo or a lock that plays a part in that was likely the reason in your eyes why it became forbidden or it was hit if it was another card, please let me know in the comments. I'd really be interested to see what you feel about the cards. That was the video for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.